Hey everyone, today I wanted to make a video talking about a concerning trend I'm seeing in tech sales, but also give you an update personally and on the direction of this channel. And I'm not quitting my job. I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at, but you are gonna see, I think in a great way, that's only going to increase the value that you're gonna get out of this channel. A slight change in direction where we're still covering tech sales, but getting more specific on higher level roles, corporate enterprise account executive level skills, and also talking more broadly about creating an online business. For those of you that don't know, we do run a tech sales bootcamp that has been successful, but also my business partner, Chris, actually sold 2 businesses in college. We have a lot of experience on creating a business from scratch, also from content as well. So again, this really ties into, I think, the concerning trend that I'm seeing in tech sales, which is largely what I want to talk about today. And I've seen so many people get value out of my content, whether you take Tech Sales Ascension, our bootcamp, or are just using our free YouTube content. People are commenting that, they use my resume video to help break in. They looked at my interview questions and answers and things like that, and they really helped. And again, thank you again. It's been awesome to see that people are literally using a YouTube video to break into a game-changing career. So amazing, and thanks again. But I think one of the things I'm seeing, when I started making content about a year and a half ago, there really wasn't a lot on tech sales. And certainly my focus has always been highly technical sales, selling engineering tools. And again, the reason why is that when you can learn how to sell a highly technical product, which I believe you can do regardless of your background, it just takes time. When you can actually do that successfully, it is one of the highest paying sales industries to be in. And for me, that's always been the passion, that's always been the focus. And I'm seeing over the last year and a half, especially the last maybe 6 to 9 months, there's been a lot more creators pop up. I think the SDR role as a whole is honestly getting over sensationalized. And I see, having coached a lot of people in our bootcamp Tech Sales Ascension, that people are betting their life on breaking into an SDR role. And once they get there, they realize it's just the beginning. And I think I've tried to stay true to that brand. I've tried to never overhype it because it does take a lot of energy and excitement to break into tech sales. But again, the reason I switched from engineering to sales myself is because of that longer term upside. I knew that sure, an entry level job would be nice, but 5 years in, when you have the potential to make 300K plus in a year, that gets really exciting. And I see a lot of people now that are following the hype, that are just putting all their eggs mentally in this basket of breaking into an SDR role. And again, it is a difficult challenge to break in, and it takes a lot of energy and excitement. But once you break in, a lot of people I've seen, even some of the content creators out there, are in the role for 6 to 9 to 12 months, and now they're no longer even working in tech sales. And so my goal has never been to set up anyone to just I've never been one to overhype the role or get you in a position where you get that first, checkbox and milestone of SDR and then you're set up to fail. And that's where combining both the concerning trend I've seen where I think SDR is overhyped, over sensationalized right now, and it doesn't need to be made more important than it is. You're gonna see a shift in my content where, really the first year and a half, I made a ton of content about how to be an effective SDR, how to break into tech sales. Now I'm really gonna start transitioning my focus to more account executive and higher level closing strategies, driving a deal end to end. What is the difference between, selling to a small company versus an enterprise deal? And I think, again, it also reflects what I'm doing on the front lines every day. Very fortunate to be in the role that I'm at. Very fortunate to have a partner like Chris as well, who's crushing it right now as an SDR, to keep providing even more valuable insight on that front. And you're gonna see him joining more videos, joining our future podcast, more details to come on that. But me personally, I really wanna focus my content now on closing deals and really moving beyond the SDR role. Because again, credit to all the people making content. I don't want to be a hater. It's always great to get a lot of different perspective on the role. But when I look back on the last year and a half, I think in my mind, I'm very happy with the content that I've made. I'm very happy that many of you have gotten value out of it. And I don't really know that there's that much more that I can make. There's always going to be new tips. There's always going to be new tactics. And it's not to say that I'm never going to make a cold call strategy or an email guide or anything like that anymore. But I think there's a lot of people that get to that SDR role and either don't make it, to be honest with you, or they get to that SDR role, then promote to account executive. And I'm seeing some of our successful students as well that make that transition. And they've over-indexed on the ability to email, to cold call, to set up meetings. And they're totally left in the dark now on the ability to actually drive a deal to close, to take into consideration many different things. And I think that's really the next evolution on the tech sales front for this channel, is to provide you insights and thoughts around how to close a deal. Obviously the strategies, but I think equally important is one thing I struggled with is many false positives or false signals when you're talking to people that, especially early on, you haven't lost enough deals to even know that the kind of person you're talking to is actually not going to take you to the promised land. Or you may have missed a key signal to actually think in the back of your mind that this deal isn't actually that serious. And so all that to say, in summary on that point, you're really going to start to see a lot of content focused on how to drive a deal, more advanced concepts. And I think, again, keep leveraging that content that I've made in the past if you're trying to break in, if you're trying to become a better SDR. But I also want to set you all up to succeed in the future as an account executive. The other thing, more details to come. I am actually a week away from moving. Chris and I, again, thank you for the support. If you've watched multiple videos and haven't subscribed, we would really appreciate it. But we're actually moving to a new location. We're going to optimize for more media, more content that is, again, all valuable, not just content for the sake of content. And one thing I've seen of interest from people commenting in my videos, the students I'm teaching in Tech Sales Ascension, is also now that our business has critical momentum, we're actually doing a lot of great things, helping a lot of people. There's been a lot of interest in how we've built that as well. So we're going to slowly start also making content around how we've built this channel. If you're working a job right now, you've thought about starting a business online, starting a YouTube. I'm not going to talk about like Amazon FBA or Shopify stores. Like I haven't done that at all. But if you want to follow a similar path to what we've built here, if you want to hedge your bet with your corporate career and also build a side income stream, you're going to see more and more pieces about that as well, which I still think are closely intertwined to B2B tech sales. So again, just looking back, this last year and a half has been crazy. It's amazing to see the support that we've had. And more important for me is the results. So many people getting jobs, so many people able to change their financial outlook. That's the most rewarding thing for me that keeps me coming back. And really to that end, over the next year and a half, I think you're going to see that transition to help other people be successful and sustain success in a tech sales career long term, and also more exploratory on very related topics in sales, in starting your own business, to keep allowing you to progress as a professional, both in and out of your job, pending what your goals are. But thanks again, as always, for the support. Really excited for this next phase, and there's going to be more details to come here very, very shortly. And as always, if you haven't subscribed yet, we'd appreciate it as we continue to grow. But nonetheless, keep using our videos for free, keep getting as much value as you can, and I look forward to seeing you with our next update. Thanks.